What is up, Earthnoids and Space Noids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode, we are returning to the Titans test team in Advanced of Zeta. Last time the team left Kamchukta base for space once again. They have a new mission to take out a Levian Rose class ship, Rosa Giganta, where Carl was shot. In the present, Kurishima is on the run and ready to write a follow-up article exposing EFF corruption. This time, Carl will retrieve a package from Earth. Zola will get into an upgraded Rick Diaz, and we will see a new Hazel in action. So let's get into this. August, UC 0087. Elyard calls out to Carl. It was a Nemo that attacked Carl and his advanced Hazel. Elyard spots the Nemo and fires at it until it explodes. A distress signal comes from Carl's Hazel. He is immobile, but alive. Murphy goes to save him while the others cover him. Audrey falls back while Murphy retrieves Carl's mobile suit. Elyard is the one on the battlefield, outside of Amarasai from the second team. It doesn't seem like capturing Rosa Giganta is a possibility. They will have to destroy it. That is when a Rick Diaz comes in. It is Zola. Elyard attacks, but the Rick Diaz dodges with ease. Zola asks if he is fighting Murphy or Elyard. He hesitates. This conversation may allow him to buy some time for the secondary team. He says to Elyard so long as he pilots the Gundam, people like him will always exist. Elyard's like, cool bro, and continues fighting. Zola has his back to the sun, a tactic used to blind your enemy. Elyard's Hazel custom is hit. One thruster on the left leg is damaged. Another beam hits his right arm. He doesn't care. He just needs one critical hit. Zola shoots his chest, opening him up to an opportunity to strike. He attacks and strikes down the Rick Diaz. At the same time, the engine block on Rosa Giganta went up in flames. Elyard makes his retreat and asks for a status report on Carl. He is fine and kicking. They didn't take down Rosa Giganta, but it will be out of commission for some time. July, UC 0088. Kurishima woke up feeling uneasy. His gut feeling was right, as there were Federation mobile suits outside. They seemed to be looking for him. He can't escape through the window now. Luckily, the priest was able to stop them from searching inside. The Fedi soldiers take their leave. One homeless man asks him why the Fedis are after him. He tells them about the article, and he seems to be familiar as he has read it. He makes his leave as he doesn't want to cause any trouble to the priest. The homeless man follows him and says he has a tip for him. He says that the guy in the article is a Gundam pilot. The Federation, of course, denies any Gundams made from the Titans. The man says he knows someone involved, the pilot. He tells him that he was a former Zeon soldier turned AUG soldier. He is talking about Gabriel Zola. This makes things interesting for Kurishima. He was a crew member on Zola's Zanzibar after the Grips conflict. Only a few reintegrated, while others like him were discarded. The dude wants money for more information. Kurishima plans on verifying his facts first. The name of the homeless man is Joey. He said he has nowhere to go, so he will be here if he needs to find him. He is concerned that someone may be trying to monetize drama over a former superior officer rather than provide genuine intel. He takes off hiding in alleys. He needs to get out of New Carson City. He decides to call Joanna. November, UC 0087. Zola is just informed that the Titans have joined forces with the Axis. It doesn't mention that he ejected in an escape pod. He's just here after exploding. Why would they be working with the Earth-centric Titans, he wonders. He says he knows Haman, which is weird because she was a kid during the one-year war, and Zola's team has been destitute and hiding before becoming AUG members. He must be basing this off of vague rumors, because he don't know her. Ignoring this, he recognizes that this alliance is temporary. He does mention that his Rick Diaz won't be ready in time. It went up in flames. How much of it was left to fix? He will have to use a Nemo for now. He'll use it, but he doesn't like Federation mobile suits. They will make contact with the enemy in 3 days. Executive Officer Enrique Hammond is briefing the team on the Zanzibar. Murphy is currently on the Aswan, in a defense strategy meeting in regards to a potential AUG attack on Kompe Island. Carl went to get a package that will be transferred to their ship. During their battle with Rosa Giganta, Carl was injured. He went to Earth to get treatment and is delivering a package back to the ship while down there. They too are informed of the Titans Axis alliance. Hammond reminds them that Captain Schroeder hasn't lost a man, so they can't die and ruin that streak. Elyard is worried about the alliance. Audrey says that this is just a strategy to help them focus on fighting the AU. Audrey pilots the Hazel Ra, while Elyard is in the Gaplant Huayro, gathering data on new equipment. They are to pick up the package codenamed TR6. An urgent communication comes down from the Izmir. 3 Nemos approach, one with a subflight system. Elyard moves in while Audrey covers the rear and the shuttle coming back. Meanwhile, Zola is on the flying armor, which Camille used with the Mark II to ride those sweet waves during an attack on Jaburo. The Hazel Ra fires the long blade rifle and damages the flying armor. This is above their heads, and he calls for a retreat for now. that was fast. Zola learns that the Titans are trying to completely split from the Earth Federation forces and wonders why. A moderate faction in the Federation is going to provide intel on the Titans' weapons. Zola knows he is referring to the Gundams. The Fedi conservatives will refuse to acknowledge that the Titans even have Gundams. He also mentions a faction breaking off from the Titans. I wonder if this is a reference to the new Decides. Zola volunteered to be the team to reclaim Kompe Island as the Federation is trying to take it back, and the fortress from the Titans. The Ayug are helping in this situation. To Zola, reclaiming Solomon has always been the dream. They are winning this war, but it feels empty to him. Iliard is on standby in the Hazel Custom. Murphy has returned and is on standby in the Gaplant Huairo. They received intel on the Ayug's attack on Kompe Island. Carl wants to take off, but they're equipping the unit with the Primrose. It'll be hard without Carl on the battlefield. Executive Officer Hammond tells them that 6 Nemos are attacking. The Aswans, Hyzax, are the first to the scene. He wants Audrey to launch in the Herdudu. The Hyzax go to resupply when the Ayug's second waves begin their attacks, which include 3 Nemos and 3 Rick Diaz's. He heads out and engages with the wave of enemies. Iliard gets into a dogfight with a Nemo. The Herdudu fires from afar. The squad of Hyzax are replaced with 1 Gem Sniper 3 and 2 Gem 2 high mobility types. Iliard thinks to himself, this sniper is no Carl. On the Zanzibar, Zola's new Rick Diaz refit is ready. He launches in the Rick Diaz Stutzer. The MSA-099 Rick Diaz Stutzer is an enhanced Rick Diaz and is designed to be a transformable mobile suit. However, it doesn't transform for some reason. This was created by Anaheim Electronics like the original. 2 binder units are added to the backpack. It has a winch unit and can be fitted with a beam rifle or a large wire-guided claw that opens to reveal a beam cannon. The suit is designed for large-scale fleet and fortress battles. Zola was inspired by the Titans test team and designed his own version of a shield booster called the Long Shield Booster. The pilot also tags Xeon Alive on the mobile suit. Weapons include a winch unit, a 2-barrel 55mm Vulcan Phalanx, a beam saber, a missile launcher, missile pods, a beam pistol, and the 300mm clay bazooka. He doesn't wait for the second wave to return before he takes off. He engages with Iliard in the Gundam. Zola unleashes a missile barrage and takes out his beam rifle. Iliard is certain that Zola is the pilot of the mobile suit. He hears Carl's voice on the radio. He comes onto the battlefield in the Primrose. The emergency escape pod Primrose was designed after the loss of Hazel 1, as this is designed to attach to a Hazel unit. Its design resembles a mobile suit torso. This is very similar to the core lock system of the One-Year War. However, when this version ejects, the head and the limbs all self-destruct, ensuring no data can be extracted by the enemy. It all leaves with the Primrose. This has various armament loadouts, which will be broke down with the Hazel Ausla. Weapons include the binder, which allows additional attachment, the open barrel cannon prototype, and a missile pod. He conveniently is carrying a rifle for Iliard to use. He is able to rejoin the battle swiftly. Zola and the third wave didn't last long, and they retreat. Back on the ship, the team's eyes are locked onto the TV. The Ayug just took over Dakar. Shar is with the Ayug and is giving a speech denouncing the Titans. They learn of an uprising happening at Kompe Island. A shift has occurred. The Federation now views them as an eyesore, and much of the war efforts are now handled by Luna 2 and Grips. As Iliard and Carl head to the mobile suit deck, they find 2 men yelling at each other. One thinks that Shar's words hold true, while the other thinks he is just being selfish. There is a divide amongst the people, one that Iliard is just now realizing. Carl tells them that they need to follow orders and work towards keeping the crew alive. Carl's new Hazel Ausla is good to go. The RX-121 2P Gundam TR-1 Hazel Ausla is the advanced Hazel with the Primrose emergency escape pod. This is designed to help save the life of the pilot, but more importantly, saving all the test data. I guess this was before the escape ball. Because of the Primrose, the Hazel can equip various weapons such as subarms or extra sensors. This loadout still utilizes the long blade rifle with a barrel extension. This has different loadouts. The first armament type removes the subarm and adds a winch cannon and shield booster. The second armament type uses the multi-pods and beam rifle similar to the Mark II. Third is the tri-booster unit with the subarm and winch. The fourth mounts 2 Herdudu units to the mobile suit. There is also a full armor type. Other weapons include a beam saber, Vulcan guns, a shield, a winch cannon attached to the Primrose, and 12 micro missile pods. Carl was the one who named this unit. Iliard's new Gaplant Unit 2 is running late. He wonders where Audrey is. Murphy says that she is on an important mission to delete all crucial test data on the TR series at Kompe Island. They might have to abandon the fortress. The rebellion has been suppressed, but the fortress is still being attacked attacked from the outside. Murphy says that is where they come in. They need to not let anyone get close to Kompe Island to let Audrey complete her mission. Zola has a Zanzibar and Salamis Kai-class ship. They are launching mobile suits at Kompe Island. He spots the Gundam and instantly attacks him. He happens to attack Carl, who is able to swiftly dodge. The enemy closed the gap, preventing Carl from using his shoulder cannon. He feels like he is being cornered and wonders if he is playing with him. That is when Elyard in the Huayru comes in and distracts Zola so Carl can use his beam cannons on the ship. Carl fires, getting a direct hit on the Zanzibar. It doesn't destroy it, but there is significant damage to the ship. The Ayug retreats. The Titans were able to buy some time for Audrey. And that will do it for this episode. The biggest shift for the Ayug is Char's speech in Dakar. This shows how meaningful this speech was behind the scenes. It also shows that things instantly shifted within EFF, and the Feddies are trying to get back power from the Titans. Considering the Titans test team is so detached from Grips, it is no wonder Elyard is getting whiplash from everyone turning on them. Next time, the Titans abandon Kompe Island and head towards the Gate of Zidane. EFF will handle the media with murder, and the Commodore wants to finish Elyard's trial ASAP. We are heading into the third act and only have 1 or 2 videos left. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, no matter how hard you try, you can't make the word hududu sound cool. Peace.